Alright, hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we are here with episode number 35 of Free to Play to Main, where this was a level 3 account at one point. If you guys want to start the series from the beginning, you can in the description below. But basically I had no money. I pay for membership on my own through in-game cash. Never spent a penny on it. And I'm also, pretty wealthy at this point. I have a 77.3 mil bank. Long term, what we're kind of aiming for is 90 to 100 mil bank, so then I can go out and get rigor. But right now, that's not really within reach. So what I'm going to do is this Aberrant Spectre's task that I have here. We also have 1687 total level. We'll be working still on some of the more med-level stats. I've been grinding a lot of Slayers, you can tell, and keeping some of the lesser needed stats a little lower, you know. We're going to start with Aberrant Spectres, see where it goes. I'm going to go get the microwave. That's where I'm going to go. Be right back. Just completed that Bloodfeld task. Now I have 43 Black Dragons to go and kill, so I think I'm going to take my luck to KBD, see if I can grab myself a pet. Probably not, but that's the main reason I'm going, or else I'd go to Brutal Black Dragons. So finish off my KBD task. Obviously nothing to really see there. Gonna continue onward, keep pushing for those pets whenever possible. 121 tear off, I will pass. Still sitting at a ton of points, so I can really pass a lot if I'd like to. Okay, that's an Abyssal Demon task, so that's the first one I've had so far on this account, which is nice. Now, I've had people ask me if I plan on doing Abyssal Sire, which is the boss version of the Abyssal Demons. I don't, because Blood Barrage is really useful there for healing at the end. I don't have that unlocked yet. Also, in addition to that, my attack and strength are just a little low to be there, and really the boss is definitely hard and annoying to kill in my opinion, so if it's borderline, I'm not going to push it. Eventually in the future I will give it a go, but just not right now. And continuing with the drops here, the Abyssal Whip coming in, 60 kills into the task. God damn it, dude. This luck is disgusting on this account, and it continues in every form imaginable, I guess. So, just gonna stash this one away and use the cash for later, I guess. No big plans with the whip, really. Just gonna stack it up and see where we go. So no more luck to be seen on that task. Time to go ahead and see where else we can go. 166k until 87. God, we're moving, and that will progress us ever further. Some Dust Devils right there. Keep getting that mage up, grinding towards 90. Alright, so hanging out at Dust Devils, just been thinking about a recent top comment, and that was in regards to talking to Hans, who is located outside of the Lumbridge Castle. You can talk to him, see how old your account is in regards to like how many days since your account's been created, and in addition to that, it'll tell you how much you've played your account since it's been created. So, I can understand the intrigue, but honestly, I don't think that it's really too valuable to know, because whenever I play this account, I'm not playing at the highest efficient rate possible. I AFK a lot of things that you could definitely do faster, because it just kind of fits what I'm doing. I have homework, sometimes I like to go outside and do things, and sometimes I bring RuneScape with it. In addition to that, when I'm on other games, I'll AFK RuneScape on the side. So, I mean, I don't play this account with the intention of having the hours played be a good indicator of how long it takes to get here, and so thus I don't think that there's any value, because if you're trying to figure out how long it takes to get to this spot, you're not going to have a good idea, and it really depends on how much you know the game and how you get around. I mean, it's really subjective, and I don't think that my time would be the best indicator. RuneScape's meant to be just a fun game for people to play and get to whatever level you please, you know? I don't want to show people the amount of hours and maybe it seems too far down the road so they get demotivated. With RuneScape, get as far as you'd like, you know? Play the game for fun, have a good time. You don't have to feel like you're trying to keep stride with me. That's fine. Finish off the Dust Devil task now. Time for another 174 Hellhound, should be a quick, easy one, and also we'll get an attack level. And here we go, this is going to give us 87 attack. I have 109 combat as well, and feeling pretty good. Happy about that. I have actually recently thought about switching to the bludgeon. I've never used a bludgeon, and it's great for strength training, but I think I'm going to make the switch when I hit 90 attack. Then I'm going to go and probably just grind my strength to 95, maybe 99, depending on what I'm feeling like. But that's probably where I'm going to go with the combat stats, leaving the defense low again, because at some point in the future, I'm going to go PKing, and I don't need too high of a defense. I'm pretty good with my prayer switches, you know, I'd like to think, so means defense is a little less meaningful. No hard clues to speak of, as I've given up that for a little bit, but nice little Nice little 68 skeletal wyvern task, so this should be able to get me a fair bit of profit. Hard to ever really know how much I made exactly off that skeletal wyvern's task, because it takes me like 3 or 4 trips, but the average kill is a little over 15k, so we're looking at about a mil. I think I got kind of lucky on that task, so a little over. Fossil Island wyverns. So what I'm going to say is, normally I do Fossil Island wyverns. They're not that bad to kill. They don't take that long, but 19's kind of a lot. And right now, I have a lot of points. That's why I build up the points, so I can choose what I want to do when I want to do it. And it really doesn't fit what I'm looking for. 65 AQ, however, I'll do that. Back at it again, Steve. 130 Aberrant Specters. We're just rolling through it. 80k off of 87 Slayer, which is just insane. I mean, can't wait, man. Can't wait. Aberrant Specters done. Never really mind doing that task though, because I get enough ranars, bring the herb sack, and then I don't have to worry too much about the cannonballs I'm using. But 204 gargoyles, speaking of making some money, that is going to be a good one. That's only the second gargoyles task I think I've had on this account, which is probably crazier than anything I've seen on this account. I don't understand, but I'll do them. I like them. I enjoy them. Going for another task now after the gargoyles one. Moneymakers coming to an end with 182 Abbey specs. Closing in on a strength level, so I think I might just rock the bludgeon until I get it and then go back to the whip. So, alright, so I had a realization that I'm going to do my achievement diaries. This is something that when I say I don't play this account as efficiently as possible, this is an example. I don't like doing achievement diaries. I don't think a lot of the easy and med rewards are that great for them. So I kind of rationalized putting them off. I mean, ultimately you have to do them at some point anyway, so it makes sense to do them. Get the somewhat useful unlocks that you can get every now and then have them. But really, I didn't find them all that useful, so instead I'd rather just play the game and go train and get money, and then come back and do it later. That's what I've done on all my accounts. That's just kind of the way I play. And that's a personal thing. I mean, so I was going to go and do them, but the thing is I have a lot of easy quests that I still haven't done on this account. So I think I'm just going to kind of go on a questing spree, and then from there, that'll unlock a lot of what we have to do with the achievement diaries. So let's go. So after selling off most of my bank, I have 66.3 mil. I still have a little over, about 14 mil just kind of chilling and stuff. I mean, 4 mil of it's here in this magma helm, and then we got just a bunch of random stuff that I just don't feel like selling off right now because I'm not trying to clean the bank. So in total, 80.8 mil bank, which is very nice. But for now, I'm going to be flipping with this. We'll be starting with 66.3 mil on the side. I'll just check in whenever I get some good flips. If I was truly crazy enough right now, I could just buy this. This is what we're kind of aiming for. At the moment, Dex Prayer Scroll, which will unlock me Rigor, which is insane. Don't think I'm going to do that this episode, but whenever I get about another 15 or so mil, I'll have enough money to buy this and then have a crossbow left over, and then I'm just going to go out and run it at the Wildy again, make some more money out there, make some more money anywhere I can use range, but not right now. Gonna go ahead now, start some quests, do some flips. Wish me luck. Do it. Before I even leave the GE, first flip, we'll see how many of these I can do. I bought this aiming spear for 14.6 mil, sold it for 15.36, which is a nice 700k profit. We will try to do more of those, which you can't really expect these ever. I don't know how the hell I found this. I just tried to insta-buy his aiming spear, 5% over, couldn't. So, trying to buy them close to the med price, and I'll sell them 5% over if I can. Alright, so before we go questing, I think this is about all I can do. These Amarok spears have kind of stopped selling, and so I think I'm going to drop down the price. I've left them in for a little bit because I had to go do something, was AFK. Only sold off 2 more, but that means I made 2.1 mil. So talking to Veos, I really don't know. Oh geez, he's got quite the little gear set now. This was just a little free-to-play quest that had been relatively new to the game that I haven't done yet. And that gets me 1 quest point. And a lamp, my favorite. I love a good lamp. Probably be, 300 XP. Cool. Alright, so I'm doing Zoger Flesh Eaters right now, which is actually at the bottom of the quest list, but it's because it's a prereq for Cabin Fever, so, working our way up. But Amulet of Torture flip is now done. I profited 63k off of 6 of them or so about 400k in total profit. Gonna see what's next for us. So going to complete Zoger Flesh Eaters right now. This gives me 1 quest point and some miscellaneous XP, but what this unlocks me is the ability to do Rum Deal, which is next on my list. So Alright, so second prereq now to be done for Cabin Fever. This should give me 2 quest points, some more assorted XP, and we get ourselves a Holy Wrench, which I don't typically bring on task, but if you're looking to save maybe half a prayer pot, if you bring it along on a task, it will allow you to save a little bit of prayers. And so that is the end of the Cabin Fever quest, where I get 2 quest points, 7k smithing, agility, and crafting, which is very nice. I don't think I'll get a level. Ooh, I was wrong. 62 agility coming in there. And now I have access to the island called Mostly Harmless, where there isn't a ton. The main thing of note being this dungeon over here, where there are cave horrors that I kill. Normally I do it up here in this little section. I find it to be one of the nicer spots in the dungeon. And now I can actually get assigned cave horrors on a Slayer task. So I haven't gotten them up until this point. They drop a black mask, which is about 900k at the moment, so not insanely good, but anytime you get an extra drop on a task, it is something of note. And along with that, I also did get 200 quest points, which now means I have a prereq for Dragon Slayer 2. Now granted, still have 61 mining, but slap her on there. So talking to the High Priest, this should be the end of someone's little helper. Iclarin's maybe. I'm also going to go ahead and start the contact quest while I am here, but that is 2 quest points and some XP, a thieving level as well. Very nice. Closing in on that 1700 total level, but onwards we go. So these Kirill's leather tops, I made 25k per one, and I tested one, which means I lost 25k, so I only profited off of 6 of them, so nice little 150k coming in there. Got some other flips that are kind of sitting there, not doing a whole much right now, but, you know, over time maybe it'll go. Alright, same spot, different quest. Contact quest completed. I now have a Karis, which is a somewhat useful weapon at Cal fights, I guess. Not at this point, I mean, I'm never going to use it there, but it is supposed to amplify your damage there, however, not good enough for me. 7k thieving XP as well, and 2 wishes, but these are only combat, so I think I'm just going to go with strength for both of them, and yeah, there we go. So right now, I'm very close to the end of the Edgard's Ruse quest, where the last thing I need to do is grab a piece of gout weed, and then I will be kicked out, yeah. So you get kicked out after you get 1, and if I was just doing this quest, I would only get 1. However, since I plan on doing Dream Mentor and Dragon Slayer 2 eventually, that means I actually have to get 3 now. So if you guys plan on doing those quests, make sure to grab more. So talking to Sanfu now and giving him the Scout Weed, we have 1 quest point and 11,000 Herblore XP, which does not get me a level, but what this quest does allow me to do now is use the Trollheim teleport spell, which I've needed to unlock for a while now, but it's going to save me a 5-minute run every time I need to go to Trollheim, so very useful in that regard. Good for God Wars, good for herb runs as well. Several uses for the teleport, and happy to have it. Talking to my boy Charlie now, time to finish off the Eagle's Peak quest. 2 quest points, some Hunter XP, and that was needed for the Western Province Diary at some point, so glad to knock that one out. On to Inakra's Lament. I'm never confident with these names. Still knocking them out. Another 2 quest points on this quest with about 21k XP coming in and random skills. No levels necessarily. I have done basically 1 crossbow flip for about 150k profit. I'm going to keep trying to flip them if I can here and there, but the flipping gains have kind of slowed down a little bit as we're kind of later in the night, so I saw it coming. So at the bank now, after getting done with that quest, I'm up to 83.7 mil, which I don't remember what I started at, but I think it's about a 3 mil gain thus far. Now I've gone from 196 to 208 quest points. My cat is on the verge of dying, which is not what we want to see. So now that my cat's accounted for, let's get on with it. Basically, I have about half the quest I want to completed, but I don't think I can go through the rest of this. Like, this has been a lot of questing up till this point, and while I do like to binge it, I can't binge it this much. I just don't have it in me. I'm going to go ahead now and get back to Slayer and the Aberrant Spectre so that I can hit 87 Slayer this episode. With 200 quest points, we also got another block slot in Slayer, which is very nice as well. And I will keep feeding this kitten, hopefully. And I will do rat catchers and make him into a wily cat. And then finally get my construction spice that I lost a couple episodes ago due to a dead cat. Steve coming in for the 161st task. What can he do for us? Nice little 236 Bloodfelds. I'll start these Bloodfelds, probably do them all, get 87 Slayer, then go do rat catchers. I think that's a play. So I swear I didn't miss this one. I thought I was recording, but I hit 92 strength just a second ago. That is halfway to 99. If you guys don't know, basically every 7 levels in the future that you go, you're going to have to gain as much XP as you did up until that point. So right now I have 6.5 mil strength XP, which means to 99, I'm going to have to get another 6.5 mil. So, you know, halfway there. And speaking of, and we also got ourselves another level in 87 Slayers. So pretty happy to get those both kind of in the same clip. With 87 Slayer, I now have Kraken unlocked, and I will do the Kraken boss if I am given a task of it, because I do find the boss to be pretty enjoyable. You make some decent money, get some mage XP, and it's pretty chill all around, to be honest. I really do enjoy it. So honestly, looking at the task list, basically, Spiritual Mages have a task weight of 6, Steel Dragons and Iron Dragons both with 5, and then also Fossil Island Wyverns have 5, and Elves have 4, which means that the Fossil Island Wyverns are a little bit more common, but I did say, like, if I get a low amount of those on a task, I'll do them, which means, you know, it's pretty comparable, so I think I'm just going to block these since I have to cancel anyways for 30 points. May as well just put it towards a block and use my 4th slot right there. And back to the Bloodhounds and back to the Bloodfelds we go. Alright, so talking to Felkrash, this should give me the end of the Ratcatcher's quest, which is a nice 40 minutes to an hour long quest that just, you know, any quest where you have to avoid guards or you get caught and kicked out, it's kind of a downer, so happy to have it out of the way. 2 quest points, 4.5k thieving XP, and I don't know who I talk to around here. I would imagine it's probably Felkrash, but eventually once I have an overgrown pet cat, which happens after 2 to 3 hours according to the wiki, I can turn it into a wily cat, which will be better at catching rats and killing rat behemoths, which is what I'm trying to do to get that construction boost. So luckily enough for me, this should be the last task of the video because I got my overgrown cat, so now I can go turn him into a wily one. But Steve, what's the next task I got? 210 guards, easy enough for me. I can work with that. Pretty easy process, so all I had to do is talk like 2 lines to Velcrash, and now I have to give my cat a name. Think that'll work. Alright, nice. There we go. Got myself a wily cat. He should be able to put up a pretty good fight. I'll see what the difference is. I've never had one, so I don't know how much better it is when doing the rat behemoths I'm going to do, but we'll see. Alright, so first rat kill I'm doing. Basically, I think I've only used 1 fish on him the whole fight. Maybe used 2, but I mean, basically he won that fight without me healing him. Now, obviously, I'm going to heal him just to make sure, but that means that there's a lot less likelihood that I get comboed out while looking at this Boston-Milwaukee game. Celtics in 7, baby. Alright, so I wasted a +5 boost, but I was still able to get here in time to use the +4. Next time I'll be right next to this pool, but that's the Ornate Rejuvenation pool. Now I'm just going to have everything unnoted, be sitting here waiting to go, and then I will get the Ornate Jewelry box, and then those are the last little upgrades I'll be making for now on the house. And there we go, +5 boost, Ornate Jewelry box going in right there, and that's going to be all we're going to do for now. Eventually I'll build an altar over here, probably thinking an ancient altar to start, because that's going to be the most useful, but that comes at the cost of a Pharaoh Scepter, which is over 5 mil, so I'm going to wait a second, just keep using other people's houses for that stuff. But for now, feeling really good, got both the maxed box and the maxed pool as well. Happy as could be. So with that, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Anything you want to tell me, do it in the comments down below. And speaking of seeing more, if you guys want to, I will be live on Twitch as soon as this video has gone up, and in the future I will be streaming as well on this account, so feel free to check it out. Also have a CC in game, small EXP lamp, if you need somewhere to hang. We're ending off this episode with an 82 mil bank and 1694 total level. With that said, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and goodbye.